I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
We're joined now by head coach Brian Bigam. Wow, huh? How about that?
Yeah, it was wasn't pretty at times, but I was really proud of how gutty we played in the second half. You know, I challenged him at halftime. I thought we were playing timid. You know, we talked about, I mean, we already had a piece of the league sealed up. What do we have to lose? Go out and play. And I thought we played a little freer, and we competed at a much higher level in the second half.
You got down by as many as 13 points in that second quarter, but you got it under double digits at halftime. And we were talking at the break, under the circumstances, because I think at that time you had 11 turnovers, only 6 in the second half, that if you clean things up, it could turn the other way.
Yeah, and I mean, our defense is our staple. So, I mean, we have a goal of what we want to try to hold teams to. And for the most part, we lost a few assignments in the first half. I don't normally worry on that end of the floor. It was just a matter of getting in sync. Like you said, we were forcing a lot of things that weren't there early on, not getting the ball reversed, you know, against them. And, you know, we did. We talked. I honestly, I challenged them. I told them I can sit up here and draw X's and O's all I want. We know what they're trying to do to us defensively. We've prepared for it. Go play. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of the message at halftime, was to start playing, you know, Circleville basketball like we're capable of.
Give us some insight there at the end. The scoreboard showed you had 5 team fouls on the foul that they called with 4 seconds, but they took the ball out instead of shooting. What was the call?
He called essentially a player control foul there. I was asking about where they get the ball out, but they said it was there. So it was unfortunate. But, you know, once again, I guess that's the theme of the second half. You know, I told them when they came home, we got to go get a stop right now. That's what we're good at doing. So go get a stop right now, and we did.
The rough style play, you've been around a long time. That's what you're going to see in the postseason. Every year we see that. And
it suits us, honestly. That's as many fouls, I think, in a game that's been called. And it is. Our girls have to understand how a game's being called. That's on them. I'm not in any way, shape, or form complaining about that. But, you know, our girls like to get up and get after you, but we do have to be smart, essentially playing 5 girls.
Lastly, before we get to Faith, a lot of adversity with Addison. I think she's listening in the hospital right now. But what an effort by your kids to just reach down in their gut and pull this thing out.
Couldn't be prouder of them. You're daggone right. I mean, you take 17, 18 points a game away from us. But, you know, I think a lot of it goes to the leadership of Faith and Gabby and Maddie. They work hard. I mean, we love Addison to death, but, you know, we're continuing to play for goals that we set at the beginning of the season. We'd love to have her out here with us, but it just goes to show the toughness and the grittiness that my girls have and play with.
Dom, anything for Brian before we let him go?
I thought the inside game early was hurting you. They was getting those shots inside. It was killing you down low. But in the second half, I just want to give you this stat here. Bloom shot 24 threes in the game. They only shot 39 shots.
They shot 35 threes the last time we played.
Is that right? Well, they don't.
We love our 2-3 zone, but we try to tailor it to our opponent. So we can play it in multiple different facets. So giving up some of those in the paint, we don't want it to happen often, but it's a possibility with the way we were going to try to defend Bloom-Carroll. So you are right. And honestly, a few things in the first half, I mean, we didn't execute. I mean, we know what we're supposed to do, and we didn't do what we were supposed to as well. So they let them fly. So, I mean, we know that about that team, and they have some really good players that have the ability to knock them down quick. But we just wanted to make sure we were contesting them and not making them easy. I mean, you know, the ones that Braden hit in the first half, we got nosy inside once, and we didn't get out on her. We know she's going to let it fly from 5-6 feet behind the line. So that was on us early. We just wanted to make them contested, tougher threes.
Brian, congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Brian Bigam, right. Let's go to our McDonald's player of the game. Faith Yancey. We were talking about you in the pregame, your track prowess in the spring. That's you needed every bit of that to chase Emily Bratton all over the court.
Yeah, it's very. She's a very athletic, great basketball player. So I knew that coming in here, and I knew that we had to identify her. And I thought, not so great in the first half, but I thought we did a very good job in the second half. So.
Coach Bigam was talking about the first time, that you saw them and how many threes that they shot. Just talk about, what you were trying to do back in that zone, but yet not give them just completely free look.
Definitely we had to adjust our 2-3. Some teams we had to play more packed in. This team, we knew definitely that they liked the threes, obviously, so we knew that we had to kind of extend and identify their shooters.
Down by 13,
yes.
20-7. What's going through your mind at that point?
I had no doubts. I knew that we weren't doing what we were supposed to be doing, and I knew that we weren't at our full potential. So I thought second half we really gutted it out, and we did what we were coached to do, and they were pulled through at the end.
Anything for Miss Addison listening in?
We love you, and we miss you, and we wish you were here.
Faith, congratulations.
Good job.
Faith Yancey, our McDonald's player of the game. She had 6 points.
Did we give her stuff here?
I think, Dan, did you give her? Yeah, we were taken care of. She had 6 points on the offensive end, but on the defensive end, she was one of the major factors in holding All-Ohio and Emily Bratton to just one second-half point.